evening, and it is my privilege to present to some and introduce to others our educator and presenter. He has been a member of One Life since 2017, reaching the rank of Ruby Consultant, which means he has helped many people to grasp our vision. He is a fire rescue technician and instructor in the field of emergency rescue. And to me, most importantly, he is a family man. He is a husband and father of two daughters who are also in the business, so he is leading by example. I've had the opportunity to hear Mr. Nielsen present a number of times before, and it is always very informative, well researched, and he speaks from his own experience. Ladies and gentlemen, I now welcome Mr. Nielsen Andel. Mr. Nielsen, it's all over to you. Are you there?
Yes, I am, live and direct. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Right. Pleasant good evening to one and all, those streaming live, those from Trinidad and Tobago International. Welcome to another presentation of the One Life presentation. 43 out of 60. Allow me to share my screen. Okay, can you all see my screen? Sharian, can you see my screen? Anyone, can you see my
Yes,
screen?
I can. Yes, we are seeing it.
Thank you very much. Okay, folks, so let's get right into it. And usually I like to start with this quote. Imagine this quarantine period as your retirement days, no work, no pay. Your income stops, but your expenses continue. If you fail to prepare now, you will probably suffer in the future, asking others for support that you should be responsible for. So tonight, folks, we are here to educate. We are here to share because we care. We want you to be prepared so that you would not have to ask anyone for that support that you should be responsible for in the not too distant future. So tonight we invite you to join us as we all gather on this financial arc of safety. And the company that is going to take us through this period is the One Life Network, which is a growing network in over 3.5 million members in over 194 countries all over the world, over 6 continents, and growing. We are a global company, as you can see by the map in front of you. Our target is 10 million users, 1 million merchants in the next 2 years. So what's our mission? One Life Network's mission is to enable a global community of web users to take active part in using and improving new cutting-edge digital products and services, which is the direction that the world is heading today. Our aim is to increase the quality of life of our members. Fantastic. To provide alternative and equal access to practical and relevant financial education to people worldwide. So this is not just about Trinidad and Tobago, it's worldwide. We're going to ignite a natural educational evolution, something that has never been done before. Invite opportunities for economic growth and create new market opportunities, as you will learn as we go along. So let's talk about the evolution of money. Folks, we were in the time of bartering. We heard that if I had something you want and you had something I want, we simply would exchange, and that was called bartering. That was the system whereby we did exchange. That was considered money. However, as time rolled along, money evolved. Money went to things like gold and silver, of course, shackles and other things. But of course, those things had some trials with it. They were too heavy to carry around. They were risky. You know, they could have been subject to theft. So here's what. We decided that we would store this gold in a safe place called a bank. And in order to leave your gold in the bank would give you a paper currency as a form of deposit for your gold. Money further went on from paper currency, which is what we know it to be today, to the plastic cards, debit cards, and credit cards, heading in the direction of digital. Because without these cards, you cannot do business online. However, these cards were still pegged to the US dollar, or to currency, I should say. Then money evolved into what we call today cryptocurrency, which is the talk of the town today. Each and every one today is talking about cryptocurrency. If you haven't heard about cryptocurrency, I simply say to you, come out from beneath the rock. Robert Kiyosaki said, the richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else look for work. So let's evaluate this thing called the job, which is where we work our job. Just over broke when you think about it, but we need it. Take a look at this video as we evaluate the job.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth.
Hi, I'm Robo.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
This is a humanoid robot, which means it looks, it talks, and it even acts, well, like a human. So does that mean it could take a human's job like mine?
You better believe it. No, I'm only joking, not really.
There's no denying robots and automation are increasingly part of our daily lives. Just look around the grocery store or the highway, or in the case of Robo-Thespian here, even at the theater.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain.
The rise of robots has led to some pretty scary warnings about the future of work.
Robots will be able to do everything better than us.
A recent study found up to 670,000 U.S. jobs were lost to robots between 1990 and 2007, and that number is likely to go up. A widely cited study from 2013 found nearly half of all jobs in the U.S. are in danger of being automated over the next 20 years. Occupations that require repetitive and predictable tasks in transportation, logistics, and administrative support were especially high risk. And just think, robots don't need health benefits, vacation, or even sleep for that matter. But the debate over whether robots will take over all of our jobs is by no means settled. Many economists argue automation will ultimately create new jobs. After all, someone has to program the robots, right? Let's go back to the 1850s, when trains were the most popular mode of transportation. This chart shows the number of locomotive engineers, railroad conductors, and brakemen increasing by nearly 600%. But that growth slowed in the early 1900s. Why? You guessed it, the automobile came along. Car mechanic and repairman jobs surged, even though railroad jobs began to disappear. And some companies say the same thing will happen when robots move into the marketplace. A survey of 20,000 employers from 42 countries found that the IT, customer service, and advanced manufacturing industries will add workers over the next 2 years as a result of automation. It's hard to imagine that robots could replicate human characteristics like empathy or compassion that are required in many jobs. I mean, would you really want a robot as your nurse, babysitter, or teacher? But even if robots don't take our jobs entirely, research shows they will significantly change day-to-day tasks in the workplace. This is particularly a problem for lower-skilled workers who aren't able to retrain for new jobs. They might get stuck with lower wages in a world with more robots, and that could make income inequality even worse. These guys are making a lot of things uncertain right now, but one thing that's clear is skills training is required if we hope to get along with friends like them in the workplace.
I think we're going to get along just fine.
Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth and Robo-Thespian here. Thanks so much for watching our video. You can check out more of our videos all the time, including one about universal basic income over here on our YouTube page. While you're at it, leave us some ideas in the comment section and subscribe to our channel. See you later.
So folks, as everything is changing around us, as money tends to evolve, everything seems to be changing. The only thing constant is change. Are we prepared for this industry that is coming our way, the AI industry, where the job is concerned? Are you an AI engineer? Can you program robots? Well, then I think you better forget about the job. Check this out, the first automobile. In the late 1890s and early years of the 1900s, laws in many American cities required cars or motorized or horseless carriages to travel no faster than 7 miles per hour and be escorted by a person walking in front with a flag, warning people warning people of the approaching automobile. Look at automobiles as we look at them today, as everything tends to be changing. Just a short clip on this video.
Imagine a world where cars can walk up stairs, wade through rivers, and reach neck-breaking speeds on literally any surface. Turns out that world already exists, and we're living in it. Some of the most well-known car companies have created never-before-seen futuristic concept vehicles
You could see the future in that car, which is really great.
that are going to revolutionize the industry in no time. Are you ready for cars that can repair themselves? Or did you want a real-life Batmobile? Well, before too long, you'll be able to get your hands on them. Buckle up, because here's a sneak peek.
We are believing on the future of the super sports car. This is a vision of the future super sports car.
All right, petrol heads, lock your eyes onto our first insane concept car. Stunning, isn't it? This, ladies and gentlemen, is the sheer driving pleasure that is the BMW Vision Next 100. Having just turned 100 years old back in 2016, BMW wanted to produce something so eye-catching, so advanced, that it looked like it was plucked straight out of the year 3000. On the outside, it's all held together in a rust-proof carbon fiber and plastic casing, with a stunning, totally alive, reptile-like lighting system. They've thrown out the steering wheel and brought in a set of simplistic handlebars, sitting in front of a dashboard that's completely intertwined with augmented reality features. Even the windshield can turn into a giant display screen to satisfy all of your latest Netflix binge cravings. Sure, it looks freaking awesome on the outside, but it's the computer system called Digital Companion that really sets it apart. BMW claims that this adaptive software, which can actually understand the emotions of the person inside, can transform you into a so-called ultimate driver. I'm sure you are already the ultimate driver though, right? The car has two modes, ease and boost. If you want to sit back, relax, and drink your bubble tea while the car's automated driving system does all the work for you, then choose ease. If you want to put the pedal to the metal and feel the thrill of traditional driving, then go with boost. BMW has been pretty vague about the specs of the Vision Next 100, but we're sure it's going to be mega impressive and cannot wait to hear what comes next. Hi.
Okay, so I want to show you the one now that can actually repair itself. Just imagine that, a vehicle that can repair itself. What's going to happen to our mechanics?
Revolutionize the off-road world. This is the Hyundai Elevate. What sets this machine apart from the herd is the wheel design, or should we say leg design. The chassis sits on a set of extendable robot legs, which allows it to maneuver over anything you put in its path. Hyundai has stated that 5-foot vertical walls are no issue, and neither are stairs, uneven surfaces, or troughs. It's thought that this electric autonomous vehicle could make life easier for the disabled, who would be able to get in and out of the adjustable car with ease. The best part, the wheels don't even need to be wheels. You can chop and change them to stilts to tackle rocky deserts, or skis to make the snowy winter days a breeze. They haven't quite seemed to master the pogo stick idea just yet though. Next up, the Peugeot E-Legend. Even though this car has all the capabilities of a car from the year 3000, it's actually inspired by the Peugeot 504 from 1968. Are you seeing any old-school similarities in the bodywork? As you step into the car, the first thing you notice is that there is no steering wheel. That's because this machine is fully autonomous. You can sit back, relax, and let the car drive for you. Of course, there's also a hidden self-drive mode if you're feeling nostalgic. Almost all of the panels are actually digital interfaces, the biggest of which is a 49-inch curved screen under the soundbar facing the car's occupants. There's even a built-in video game console. Under the hood, it's powered by a 100% electrical drivetrain that catapults it from 1 to 60 in less than 4 seconds, and up to a breakneck max speed of 136 miles or 220 kilometers per hour. Joining the futuristic party is the Lamborghini Terzo Millennio, a concept that Lamborghini is proudly claiming to be the sports car of the future. This hybrid supercar, while being mostly electric, also has a 6.5-liter V12 engine, so the familiar Lambo power isn't totally tossed aside. How much power are we talking? Around 838 horsepower and 625 kilowatts. Not too shabby, eh? If you're drifting around a corner and clip a mailbox, fret not. Because the fully carbon fiber body is fitted with miraculous nanotubes that can repair themselves if the sensors detect any small cracks and dents. We really are living in the future, folks. How much would you pay for this ride? Let us know. In case you're wondering about the actual price, well, you better have a spare $2.5 million lying around. It's hard.
Yes, folks. So I had to stop the video. It's a bit long, so you can look at it on YouTube if you have the time. But just to bring home the point that not even straighteners in the near future would have a job. Mechanics, forget it. Just imagine cars repairing itself. No longer anyone waving a flag, letting you know that a vehicle is coming. You know, those of you who are fascinated by cars, you're looking at 10 million in the near future. But for those of us with a job, what is our intention? Are we going to stay where we are? Are we going to end up like this guy here? This guy is having a conversation with his wife. And she says, honey, what are you doing? He says, I'm reading a book. Then why are you crying? The ending of the book is very sad. What book is that? My bank book. Folks, the job just overbroke. The bank book is always sad to look at it. As a matter of fact, banks don't even use books anymore. Banks and all has evolved, gone away from use of bank books. So tonight we encourage you, if your intention is to be able to one day come out of the job market, we invite you to join this financial revolution to deal with the first transparent global cryptocurrency that is for everyone. So let's look at what others are saying about cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is a digital money that uses blockchain technology and cryptography for security and anti-counterfeiting. The value of the currency is not based on any country or central bank. This is important to note. The value is dependent on supply and demand. It behaves more like gold or silver. While Bitcoin was the first one in 2009, Bitcoin climbed to a massive $1,200 US in 2013. But the problem with Bitcoin is it's very, very volatile. The price goes up and goes down. Cryptocurrency is a medium of exchange like normal currencies. It's an electronic currency in the form of digital codes. Each coin has its own unique code, like the serial number on the paper dollar. Value is created again by supply and demand, just like gold. It's inflation proof and low fees. It requires no middleman, so no longer you need to take your gold to the bank to receive the paper money. Money can be sent instantly where cryptocurrency is concerned. Christine Lagarde, the former chairperson of the IMF, once said, we are about to see massive disruption. It's time to get serious about digital currency. Robert Kiyosaki also said, gold is God's money. The dollar is government's money, but cryptocurrency or virtual gold is the people's money. People, let us take back the power that was originally ours, where bartering is concerned. Cryptocurrencies are protocols that allow the validation of transactions without the need of the third parties, such as the banks. Is it innovative? Cryptocurrency has the potential to impact various aspects of financial markets and the wider economy. They can dramatically reduce transaction costs, give access to financial transactions, and avoid pitfalls in certain monetary systems, people. The value of digital currency depends on supply and demand, therefore often compared to gold. But the technology behind cryptocurrency, as introduced by Bitcoin, is blockchain technology. But blockchain technology is not only for cryptocurrency. It is a digital technology that records and verifies transactions, regardless. An innovative technology, it changes the way many industries operate, including the financial market, creates cost-effective business networks. Is it safe? The blockchain ledger can track and trace anything of value. It is based on protocols that authenticate, validate, and store information in consistent, unbroken sequences that make the system safer by eliminating any attempt of fraud, duplicity, and forgery. Let's look at who needs cryptocurrency, the unbanked. We learned that there's over 2.5 billion people in this world today that are unbanked. They don't deal with banks for whatever reasons, some due to religious reasons, some they live in remote places, some just don't deal with banks, period. They rather to keep their money safe at home, but that's a choice. But all these people scattered around the world, 2.5 billion of them, they have access to the internet because the internet has now changed things worldwide. And they all have cell phones, smartphones like that. But in order for them to do business, to do shopping online, they require a credit card. The only place they can get a credit card is if they join a bank. So then these people are unable to shop online. Cryptocurrency is going to solve that problem for those people. Remittance services, sending money, folks, people who live abroad, who go abroad to work in various countries and have to send money back to their family back at home. It's a cost. Western Union, MoneyGram, something they need, something they didn't have a choice before. But it's a billion-dollar business. And we pay high fees to transact this, to send this money to and fro. Cryptocurrency can also solve that problem where they can send the money peer-to-peer just via some internet, laptop, or phone for their family and not having to pay any fees or minimal fees, if any at all. What about global trade? Cryptocurrency can also aid in that. Buying and selling of goods, ease of the settlement when you're doing trade, right? It's the cost of fraud, cross-border purchases, restrictions on where and what you can buy or sell. Folks, cryptocurrency is the way of the future, and it is the way we ought to go. What about protecting your income and wealth? After the financial crash in 2008, many countries have started printing money, right? They printed money, which is called quantitative easing, and that creates inflation. They tell us it's inflation. What is inflation really? The cost of the goods going up? No, your money dying, the paper currency losing its buying power. OneLife, however, we are neither an investment company nor an investment intermediary and do not sell any investment. We sell educational packages. And with these educational packages, you are given free promotional tokens, which allows you to put it in the mining process and thereby acquire the coins. We'll talk a little more about that as we go further. So let's talk about what we really sell, which is our educational packages, which is the heart of our company. In One Academy, which is our educational platform, in One Academy Finance, you will learn the basics of finance and build up from there. Get familiar with risk and how to manage it, the stock market, and even the forex market. Let's look at some of the educational modules. So hit the starting mark. Introduction to Finance, the first module. Learn about money, finance, and financial markets. If you are new to this field, start here. Our first level lays the groundwork covering financial principles, key terms, and standards in financial management. And folks, let me tell you something, just this module alone will blow your mind. But we go further, risk and the stock market. These are some of the modules. Let's look at a little paragraph from the level 1, the introduction to finance, that says, to spur economic growth, the central bank all around the globe introduced extraordinary measures. Main interest rates were lowered to negative territories, while the printing press of the United States Federal Reserve and the European Central Bank seems to be running without a break. And as we speak, folks, this is what is happening. A lot of quantitative easing is taking place. You know, in the US, they print over $6 trillion to plug into the system, as they say, to ease up the situation with this COVID-19. I like to use the word ease because it's quantitative easing. But what that does to us is just create more inflation, whereby the paper money loses its value. Folks, let us wake up and understand what is happening. Another paragraph in the introduction to finance, the same level 1. Many central banks have failed in this respect. The aforementioned example of the Federal Reserve of the United States is a notorious one, since after the establishment of this institution in 1913, the dollar has lost over 95% of its value as of today. And I tell you, the next 5% is dying as we speak. Education continues. We have education on Forex as well. Forex and technical analysis, risk management and econometric analysis. Folks, education at its best, behavioral finance and advanced analysis, behavioral economics. The One Academy Forex is your complete guide to trading without any previous financial experience or knowledge required. Our goal here is to get you from zero to hero in trading. Just imagine that. From zero to hero in trading. And it continues, the 80 to 20 rule for trading the financial market. Listen to this. In the first course, you will learn the 80-20 rule for trading the financial market. Over the course, you will understand that markets move 80% of the time due to technical analysis and the other 20% due to fundamental analysis. And the trading goes on. Trading in technical techniques and ideas. Advanced trading techniques and I'm not seeing the word, it's blocked. Trading psychology and risk management. Lots of education, people trading strategies, and it goes on and goes on. We also give free education for children as well. 5 years, between 5 to 12 years old. And there's a little quote here that I love. Teaching kids to count is fine, but teaching them what counts is best. I just love that. Listen to this child that apparently she has passed through. Or what you know?
King, it's a lot of suckers out here with their money, and you can't be no sucker out here with your money.
Bro, I ain't no sucker. Bet you I don't.
Okay. What's assets?
Assets are things that bring money into your bank account.
What's liabilities?
Liabilities are things that take money out your bank account.
Entrepreneurship is the act of becoming an entrepreneur. What's entrepreneurship?
Entrepreneurship is a process of setting up a business or businesses.
Taking on a greater than normal
financial risk.
What's an entrepreneur?
Entrepreneur is a person that organizes and operates a business or businesses.
Also taking on a greater than normal
financial risk.
What's financial mean?
Money.
And what's risk mean?
Chance.
Come on. What does it mean to own stock?
When you own a share of a company.
Come on. What's real estate investing?
Real estate investing is when you invest in a immovable property.
What's the two types of real estates?
Commercial real estate and residential real estate.
What's commercial real estate?
Commercial real estate is property for businesses and workspace, like an office, store, and land.
And what's residential real estate?
Property to live on, like a house, apartment, or condominium.
Come on. It comes with extra fees when you have real estate, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Daddy tells you how many times he pays his state property tax a year.
Once a year.
What's the type of maintenance fee?
Cutting grass.
Come on. What's HOA?
Homeowner Association.
And what comes along with that?
HOA fee.
Come on. And when it comes to the brokerage percent, what percent is that?
7.
Come on. What's equity?
Equity is the difference between what your business is worth minus what you owe on it.
Also assets minus?
Liabilities and debt.
Good job. What's credit report?
Credit report is like a report card letting you know how well you did by paying your money back you borrowed.
And how does credit affect your life?
The better you keep your credit, the more opportunities you'll have to get funding.
And what? Large purchases like?
A car or a house.
Come on. And always repay what you
owe.
Because if you owe somebody, that means you're in
debt.
And you never want to be in
debt.
Because that means you
owe somebody.
And we don't never owe
somebody.
Because that ain't what suckers do, period. Come on.
Yeah, man.
I just love it. So look at the education we offer for kids, which can have them speaking like that child. Think of yourself being a parent and having a child that is so eloquent in finance and use of words. History of money, making the money going wrong. Where is our money stored? Financial market, supply and demand. All these folks are education for our children. In OneLife, we also have One World Foundation. That's our arm that we give back to the community, where we support children in need all around the world. The dealshaker is an interactive commerce hub, similar to Amazon or eBay. The dealshaker levels the playing field where merchant trade is concerned. The merchant platform. Companies can advertise deals on the platform. Over 3.1 million active members. That was back then. It's over 3.6 now. 12 million potential customers. So merchants will expose their goods and services to customers throughout the globe. Competitive with other platforms, of course, because as I spoke about eBay, Sherry, unmute your mic, please. As I spoke about eBay and Amazon, those platforms, they want nothing with the dealshaker platform. Low advertising fees, more income opportunities for the merchants. So some of the things I mentioned just now was from our ecosystem that surrounds our coin. Because you see, by developing the elements of the ecosystem, we encourage the coin's usability, functionality, and reliability. And this helps the coin in its growth. So we touched on the OneLife network. We also spoke of the One Academy education. We spoke of the oneforex trading, the One World Foundation, which is a charitable arm. We spoke about the dealshaker. You can become a franchise owner of the dealshaker, or you can register yourself as a merchant. So in this ecosystem, we are almost complete. We have 2 sections to complete, and we intend to do this over the next 2 years. So how do you get started? You can purchase a promotional package. The package starts and ranges from 140 euros all the way to 13,700 euros. In TT dollars, that is approximately, I think, 1,400 TT dollars and up. Getting where you can fit in. Coming with your package, you are given tokens, free promotional tokens in each package, depending on the package that you select. Excuse me. Each package goes through what you call splits, which is the doubling of your tokens. After your tokens have been doubled, you're gonna send it into the mining process where you will acquire the onecoins. Folks, the person who invited you can go into more detailed information where this is concerned. There's a promotion happening right now. I tell you, this is the rightest time to get in. There's a what we call a spin the wheel promotion. When you spin the wheel, these tokens could be even doubled from 4,000 to even 8,000 tokens if you're lucky. But when you spin the wheel, you can get 50%, 100%, or even 200% increase on your tokens. What a time. And there's also a discount on the packages as well, some of the packages as we speak. So this coin has grown from 2015, 50 cents, all the way to 2014 to 2019, January 14, 2019 to 29.95 euros for one, from 50 cents to 29.95. Steady but slow growth with this coin. But what causes that? The more of us that understands the concept and use the coin, the value is reflected through increased demand. And it was promised that the next stop for this, the price of this coin, will be 42 euros. Folks, we are happy to say that a couple of weeks ago, our coin has now advanced to 42.43 euros. So what does the ecosystem aim to create? A world without inflation and interest on loans, a safe world without anonymity and illegal online activities. You know, they're blaming cryptocurrency for all the illegal activities online now, as if people wasn't doing it all the time with the US dollar. A secure yet involatile payment option. Increased trade worldwide, a payment method which authorities can count on and trust, I must add that word. Let's look at what's happening with a merchant, a customer shopping at a supermarket using cryptocurrency, ones in particular.
Hello everybody, I'm here in Carrefour in the Ampere, and now I will use the coupon half 50% onecoin, 50% cash. And this is my grocery that I bought, and then I will pay it later. We will see how it goes. This is all the things that I bought. So we'll see. We will use the coupon. Okay, so here goes. So I just open my coupon, and here you just give it to the cashier, and then they scan it, and then you're gonna pay everything on it. Now we have to throw, because the QR code doesn't work. We are going to use it by manually. We see if they will accept manually the code. It's a little bit long, but we need to have a patience. They use it manually and it will succeed. Fatto? Oh. Ho fatto. È riuscita. Grazie mille.
Ti rimangono 8,44 €.
Ok, grazie mille.
Dare tutto codice.
Sì, ok.
Tutto codice, anche quello tra parentesi.
Ok, tutto. Grazie mille.
Folks, I'm not bashing Bitcoin, because if it wasn't for Bitcoin, we would not have known about cryptocurrency. But is Bitcoin really the cryptocurrency that can be suitable for merchants? Just imagine this woman was able to buy us groceries for 50% coins and 50% in cash. The merchant receiving those coins, he can comfortably say that he received, whether the 50% was $200, he could comfortably say he received $200 with our one cryptocurrency. And tomorrow morning, it would not drop to $100 for him. Worst thing that could happen to him is, in a couple months, the price might go up and the value of his coin will increase. So in other words, the merchant would be an additional profit, because between the 50% ones and the 50% cash, there's already profit marked up. So just imagine he hold on to his ones now and he's in additional profit. Wow. There's nothing like one cryptocurrency. Look at this marketplace. Folks, you can shop till you drop. There's a number of things on our DealShaker platform that you can shop and purchase with our ones. Ladies, you like yourself. This is right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Some of our merchants, imagine I can get a haircut, and I just never stop talking about this barber here. I can always go to this barber and get a haircut, and he takes 100% coins. I don't have to find $50 TT now for a haircut, and that is if I'm not making an appointment. If I'm making an appointment, it's more. But I go to this guy and I pay 1.42 coins. Well, that's back then. I haven't been to him since the price of the coin went up because we are in lockdown. But I'm sure when I go back to him now, I will not be paying 1.42. I'll be paying less. The power of the ones, folks. Vehicles, you cannot get it on Amazon to buy. You can get parts probably on eBay. We have it here in our DealShaker platform. House, land, you name it, hotel stay, travel. I can't show you all. But the goal is to become the #1 cryptocurrency. Like somebody's in Mr. Keston there. Yes, so the goal is to become the #1 cryptocurrency in the world. And we can achieve this through the usability, the expansion, and the market capitalization. But the DealShaker is responsible for its usability. Folks, as I'm coming close to the end, I encourage you to become a pioneer, or you can become a user. Facebook came our way, and we are all users of Facebook. Apple came our way. Some of us own Apple products and use Apple products. Bitcoin came our way. Some of us didn't hear of it, like myself. Today, everyone is trying to be a user of Bitcoin because of the value fluctuation. What about the ones? We encourage you to get on board with the ones, because you can become both a pioneer and a user. You know, in our university, we say you get both theory and practical education at its best, and then you have the usability of your coin on the DealShaker platform. But at the end of the day, the decision is yours. If you don't come out of this quarantine with a new skill, your side hustle started, more knowledge, you never lack time, you lack discipline. You know, we have been doing this. Tonight is the 43rd night out of 60. We have been sharing this knowledge throughout the globe. Everyone is home in lockdown. Is it that you don't have time now? I think you just lack discipline. So folks, do something about your situation after this lockdown period. Because successful people, 5% see opportunities, and unsuccessful people, 95% see the problems and obstacles. Are there anything without problems and obstacles in life? No. Waking up in the morning is a risk, because as you step out your door and enter the roadway, a vehicle could pass and knock you down. But you have to have faith. Successful people and unsuccessful people look at the same world, but see different things. The choice again is yours. So for those of you who focus on the problems and the obstacles, I want to leave you with this little video. Take a look.
All of us suck in the beginning. All of us. But what you have to realize if you want to be a true champion in whatever it is you decide to do is this. You're going to suck in the beginning, and guess what's going to happen? You're going to make adjustments. You're going to have little failures. You're going to have big failures. You're going to have people tell you you can't. You're going to have people hate on you. You're going to have people do everything negative that could possibly be done to you. But guess what? You are going to learn from every single one of those instances, and they are going to make you better, which means the actions you take after those points are going to produce better results.
Everybody's fascinated by luck or the big idea. It doesn't exist. You don't know a single person that's made it big unless they work their face off.
So you can either choose to commit to that process, or you could choose to point your finger and say, that guy's lucky.
You gotta embrace the trials. You gotta embrace the tribulations. It ain't no shame in getting tired. It's no shame in feeling burnt out. But the trick is, say to yourself, I gotta rethink it and get this thought out of my mind, because the shame isn't quit. Whatever you do, don't let that thought become a reality.
You have gone too far. You've invested too much time. You've given too much to quit now. You put too much time into it, too much effort. You cried too many tears, right? You're about to get certain things just because of the effort you put in, the time you put in. You're about to get a reward. There's some stuff you're about to get, but you're not going to be able to get it until you wrestle. You can't just quit and give up on it because it's not coming in the time frame you thought it was going to come. You just can't quit and give up because it don't look like you thought it should look. Things ain't going the way you thought they should go. No. You're going to have to learn to wrestle with it. You're going to have to learn to fight with it. You're going to have to put in a little bit more sweat, a little bit more blood, a little bit more tears. But you got to fight with that thing and tell that thing, you will quit before I quit. You'll give up before I give up. But I'm not going to let you go until I get my blessing.
At the end of the day, are you going to say to those of us that make sure we are in the act, this financial act of safety, are you going to say it's true luck? No, it's not. The information has been shared with you. Trust the process, believe in the process, and get on board. I thank you. I hand you back over to Sherry-Ann. Over to you, Sherry-Ann.
Wow, thank you so very much, Mr. Nielsen. I feel very empowered after looking at that video and hearing this presentation. Thank you for a very informative and, thought-provoking presentation. Thank you for again reminding all of us who are already in this business to keep pressing forward, because we are leaving a legacy for our children and their children. And thank you for helping those that are on this call for the first time to finally see a way out of their financial quicksand. Friends, you may be feeling the way I was feeling about 3 years ago. I was praying and asking God for a solution because I was not seeing a way out. until a friend of mine came and told me about One Life and One Academy. There's a saying, don't let this opportunity pass you by. But I'm saying to you tonight, don't bypass this opportunity because it came to you tonight. You may not have understood everything tonight that you've heard. So get on the call again tomorrow and keep learning. As Mr. Alvin Morton says, the moment you stop learning is the moment you start dying. I will leave you to think about that. At this moment, I want to bring on some few people to share their testimony, their experience so far from being in this One Life community and being a part of One Academy. I'm going to call on Mr. Kelvin Karabai. He's a Ruby consultant. He's a retired school principal, and he's one of the few people in the Caribbean who have studied all 7 levels of our One Academy education. I will let him give you his story tonight. Mr. Karabai, are you there?
Hi, a pleasant night to each and everyone. Yes, I'm here. Are you hearing me clearly?
Yes, I am, loud and clear.
Okay, I'd like to say, firstly, kudos to Nielsen. Very, very, very explicit presentation, Nielsen. A round of applause to you. Extremely well done.
Thank you, sir.
To those of you who are listening, what did you hear tonight? That is important. Did you hear an irritant? Something that annoyed you? Something that made you say, boy, these people and them, I'm fed up of this. What did you hear? Or did you hear something that challenges you to reposition yourself and put yourself in the place of learning and accepting the change that is taking place? Our presenter tonight went to lengths to let us know that things are not only changing, but have been changing before our very eyes, and some of us are still not seeing it. What we are presenting to you tonight, folks, ladies and gentlemen, is an opportunity to make a difference in your lives, in your children's lives, and in your grandchildren's lives. I retired from being an educator, but one of the things that happened to me, it was in 2017, 2018. I decided to take a look at the One Academy because it is important for us to understand that we do not sell cryptocurrency. We are not an investment company. We do not have investors. We have educated miners, and that is a vast difference. Why? It is because our product is education packages, levels 1 to 7, and I can guarantee you, as an individual who first did levels 1 to 5, and then I came and I had to do over levels 1 to 5 and then go to level 7. Because I was hungry for the education. The One Academy opened up a whole new world to me. Even though I was in education, I realized only when I came into contact with this type of education that I had on blinkers. So I was focused only on what my career path was leading me along. I never looked beyond that. And what we are saying to you tonight, folks, today, this morning, whatever time of the day it is for you, open your mind. Do not stay where you are, where you have been educated and you believe that is the be all and end all of it. Instead of being learned, be a learner. So get or acquire an education package, whether it's level 1, level 2, level 3, whatever level it is, and get into this education. I am guaranteeing you that it is going to expand your horizon as an individual, and you are going to see the need for it, so that you wouldn't be at the stage where you are speculating, but you would know that you are going to end up with a cryptocurrency that you can use, a cryptocurrency that has usability, that you can buy or purchase goods and services. But the understanding comes in the One Academy. And so all we are asking tonight, folks, is that you look at your situation, look at where you are now. If you see or understand, in most instances, we are caught up in only one asset class. And in this entire presentation, as we laid it out to you, we are actually saying to you, look at another asset class, because most of us only have fiat currency that is depreciating and dying in value. Look at another asset class, which is cryptocurrency, that is appreciating in value, and diversify. Simply put, take some of your assets or your value from the fiat asset class and diversify it. Just as they say, do not leave all of your eggs in one basket. It's something that I have had to learn after I retired. But I did it. And I'm almost certain that there are those of you who are listening who are also prepared to make this step. Do not allow anyone to deter you. Become fearless. Take advantage of the opportunity and diversify into cryptocurrency. We welcome you on board in advance, and thank you so very much, one and all.
Thank you, Mr. Karabai. A very moving and passionate testimony. Thank you so much for your contribution. To put the icing on the cake tonight, I take privilege tonight, a true privilege, to bring on our Blue Diamond leader, our captain. This young man has been traveling the world, informing and empowering thousands of people. Thousands of people. And tonight, I really want to see. Most of you don't know this about our leader. So I take this time to tell you about our leader. Last year, I will be very short. Last year, we had one of our Dealshaker expos, and one of our venues that we had rented, the end of the day, because it was a 2-day expo, at the end of the day, the cesspit had backed up, and a call went out for help to come early in the morning to help work on that septic tank and on that cesspit. And I was supposed to be there early before all the merchants, which I did. But when I got there, who did I see? Drenched in sweat was our leader. And let me tell you something, a leader must first know how to serve. How many CEOs of any company do you see going to clean any toilet? I tell you, I am so proud to be under this young man. I welcome him to the mic tonight, Mr. Cordell King James, our Blue Diamond leader.
Pleasant good night. Thank you for the warm introduction, a reminder, a remembering. I don't even, I remember as soon as you mentioned it, I remember, but there's nothing you can even give second thought to. And I'm just happy to be on the call with such awesome people. And I'm thinking many talks. I'm listening to Mr. Karabai talk, and I'm smiling to myself. I'm saying, but does the same man, do you want no parts of this business? But today, so profound in his words and his sharing, and such an encouragement. And I love Nielsen term. I see you finally put it on a visual for us, man. The arc of financial safety. Yes, brother. The arc of financial safety. What a fitting description of a time like this right now. Right now, we're in serious times. And if you don't understand that, try to go outside now without your mask. Try to go outside and go to your normal shopping area. Try to order KFC online. Try to do something now to jolt yourself back into the reality that you did not plan this. This 2020, none of this was your plan. And I like how you mentioned God, Sherian. Because it's amazing that this opportunity is here, and I personally believe it's because of God. I'm not ashamed to admit it or say it, that prayer has this opportunity still standing still. And I say this today, and I say this tonight, because you have to have some belief. You have to have some desire, some faith, and a want. And I know, like many others, I want this to succeed, but wanting is not good enough. You need now to have action and implementation to the plan. We have an opportunity here that is called the reset. The world, Mother Nature, is reevaluating, realigning, shaking off, rebooting, whatever you want to call it, but giving us the opportunity to reform and reset. Now, the people or the powers that be would not want you to understand this reset or participate properly. But understand that, friends, there's fertile ground. The seeds that we're going to plant now going to bear fruit faster than ever before, because people need this opportunity. They don't want, they need this opportunity. And it's our responsibility to make sure we share. And if you are listening to this for the first time, you can get paid extra income for saving someone, for giving someone the opportunity to diversify their portfolio and elevate their educational level. You can do that. This morning, I called Mr. Edwin Wilson about 6 o'clock this morning. I didn't realize till after I got off the phone, really. That was so early. Because I was listening to the replay of his presentation. So I called him to commend him on certain things that he said and how he said it and how he put it across. And we spoke about how we need to break down this business, sometimes elementary-wise, and not just speak to the persons who are already involved. And in that type of conversation and thinking, I think is what keeps us in the business. Because this business is not promised. The one that's hearing this now, you that's hearing this now, please understand and be grateful to be hearing this. Because I could only imagine, if not for this company called One Life, when would I ever heard the word cryptocurrency? I've been doing some research because I have to create a video for another country to send them a message. I want to send them a very direct, hard message. And the message I'm sending is to let them know all these other persons that they want to follow that stepped outside this organization, they all only learned about the word cryptocurrency because of One Life. We have heard it said, my grandmother used to tell me all the time, ungratefulness is worse than witchcraft. Be grateful for the opportunity to even just hear the word. Even more grateful to participate. I'm humble that I'm living in this dispensation. Look at the time that we have lived as in humans. We can't repeat none of these things. Let's seize this opportunity. Let's decide to understand. You have seen technology come before you, go right in front of you, and you have never taken an opportunity to seize it, to jump on it, or position yourself ahead of it. Tonight you're hearing, and if you're already a part, do more. Let somebody get on. Call them. Be on the call with them if you have to. Encourage someone to listen to this message constantly. Night after night, we have been delivering Men and women are getting better. Sharian, excellent hosting. Oh me, oh my. Colleagues, friends, neighbors, cousin, whoever you are, I'm asking you to get involved more. Because this, my friend, will be a pain of regret that you cannot stand. When you sit back, lean back, and see the fruition of this opportunity, and say, oh gosh, boy, you know, I could have done this. Ooh, I forget I won. Why didn't tell him, boy? And go through those range of emotions when you're living in regret. Avoid it. Be grateful. Operate with love and come into this one love. So for me, to you, it's all about one life for more life. And when I say more life, I literally mean more life, more understanding, more getting, more of everything. If you choose to open up your understanding and choose to relax your mind and set your conscience free. Thank you for your time this evening. Humble servant, one's out.
Facts and conviction. That is when you're truly convicted. I say amen to that. I feel truly humbled tonight. Truly, truly humbled. Friends, I end tonight by saying to you, insanity is doing the same thing, the same way, over and over, and expecting change. So embrace change by joining our financial revolution. Good night, and see you tomorrow, God willing. Blessings.